nitwit orthopedist who told me 15 years ago after my break, you might not ever be able to ski again. You, Doc. It looks a little bit like some of the snowy scenes from Fargo or Dr. Zhivago. Where's that train? Heading east into Colorado from Utah. And it looks like it's going to be a beautiful day for skiing where the sun is or where the sun isn't. It's debatable. How important is the sun when you're skiing? It's nice to see where you're going, for sure. But those are the days everybody goes out to ski. The gray days, where it might be a little harder to see where the heck you're going, fewer people go out. When I was a kid, the cold days were good days to go skiing because the adults had an aversion to the cold. Kids, not so much. Here I am, still in Utah, I guess. I guess if I took this road a lot further, I'd end up in Moab, which is a fascinating place. But if you've ever seen the Pixar movie Cars, you know the scenery, you know the landscape. There is the character from the movie. Right there, that's the tow truck from the movie, I would say. Utah is a good place for skiing. They get incredible snow there. And Salt Lake City is, there is no other city in North America, medium to big size, that has so much skiing within tens of minutes. Anyway, Salt Lake City is less Mormon-y than it used to be. Anyway, went from the canyons of the Wasatch to, it's almost like a roadrunner country around here now. It's almost like roadrunner country. So, I experienced more knee pain than ever before when I was skiing. Deep snow requires a whole different kind of skiing than skiing on groomers in the east. This should be obvious to those that have had both experiences. But what eastern skiers call powder is not powder. That 4 inches of new stuff on top of hardpack, that's not really powder. That's just some new snow. The knee pain is considerable when I go while I'm skiing, after I'm skiing, after I'm driving. It largely went away when I was going to the gym regularly. I don't know. I think when I'm skiing, I'm working in all the important muscles enough. I don't know. Maybe not. Well, pulling over in Green River to get that checked out. It just says maintenance required. That's very different than flashing red lights. Woo, woo, warning, warning. Well, I guess I did go past the car parts place about a mile back. So that's where I'm going now. In lovely Green River, Utah. Let's see if they have one of those code readers that can tell me what the code indicates. High desert plateaus with mesas and whatnot. Mesas and whatnot. It's, not quite as pretty as the mountains, but it's not bad. So I've had a few fractures in my day. Fewer than half of them skiing. 69, 72, not numbers and fractions, those are years. Let's see, around 90-ish. I'm just counting skiing related now. And around 2008. Those are the four that come to mind. I might have had a cracked rib on one or two occasions that were never x-rayed or diagnosed. But the femur break. Femur is a big bad bone, your upper leg bone. Connected to the hip bone, if I recall. But anyway, the lower part of the femur, not the ball and socket end, the knee end of it, yeah, it crumpled into a million pieces. It still hurts to just think about it. So when it healed, the contour, the shape of the bottom of the bone was not the same as it was supposed to be, as it was before that. So instead of just the regular wear and tear, the last, the last 25% of my life, I've been grinding away at that knee. Is that right? Yeah, how's that for some quick math? Anyway, grinding. Arthritis way beyond what a normal 62-year-old should, what a healthy 62-year-old should have. Anyway, grinding knee, grinding. It hurts. Hurts whether I'm carving and generating some G-forces or I'm going through powder in that kind of what they call three-dimensional skiing. Either way, it hurts. Okay, I have to stop at the Toyota dealership in Grand Junction so they can go into more detail about this maintenance required nonsense on the dash. Here we are in Grand Junction, Colorado. It's a cute town. Cute small city, whatever it is. All right, let's see what they have to say in here. It's got a cute downtown that is somewhere between recovering and gentrified. And it's probably one of those towns that makes the top 10 lists for small cities, small affordable cities to live in if you love the outdoors, you know, one of those towns. At the dealership they said it's just a question of, it's just an oil change it needs. So I knew that already, but yeah, I don't want to be that guy that skips the oil change, but it is synthetic oil. Okay, fresh oil change. Should have done this in Salt Lake. Dibs even recommended a fella that could have done it, but I'm a dummy, so I did it here instead. Paid significant sum of money for it. So driving in the snow is a lot like skiing on ice. The idea being you have to be smooth. You have to be smooth, or you have to be smooth, otherwise you can initiate a loss of control. All right, here we are, I-70 through the mountains. Woohoo! What is it? What are those signs saying? Something about ice, probably. Well, I found a place in Frisco, Colorado that is probably going to be okay for me to sleep in a parking lot, even though Summit County will issue fines for people that are overnighting in their county. I'm supposed to spend a lot of money at a hotel, but I don't do that. Anyway, yes, I went to a brew pub here, had a decent stout, and asked the bartender, where can I park? And he said, right here. So this is where I'm parked. And, oh, while I was there, I finished this book. Yes, it is awesome. Took me a while. I've been so busy skiing and driving. Took me a while to get back to the book. It is indeed a fine book. Well, I'm almost ready to go. But there's a new chapter in It's a Blunderful Life. I can't get into the roof box. The key, something feels frozen. I'm not sure if something's leaning against the mechanism inside or it's frozen. Either way, it's not good. If it's a mechanical, sometimes shaking the car, violent lateral G-forces are enough to move the skis around. And anyway, is it frozen? I don't know. Do I have one of those? I think I might have a de-icer thing. So when I'm wearing my maple leaf hat, you know it's cold. And when I'm wearing this parka, you know it's cold. So it is in the negative Fahrenheit numbers, -5 at 7:15 here at Copper. So I'm gonna have to bundle up a little extra today. Usually when I go skiing, so far this season, I don't remember any super cold days. Always double digits Fahrenheit, usually above 20. Yeah, Utah was warm compared to this. This is chilly. Paying to park. That is something that just blows my mind. This is not a football game. This is not a concert. It's skiing. They want to discourage buttheads who are, getting somewhere between 10 and 20 miles per gallon, driving themselves solo in 2 tons of vehicle. What kind of asshole would do that? Solo, big vehicle, big carbon footprint. It's just, that's a lot of gas to guzzle. It's a lot of space to take up. Only an arrogant, entitled schmuck would, drive to the mountain alone in a big, heavy vehicle, burning a lot of fuel. That's what I usually do in New England, something like that. But I've never seen cubbies that small. This means you show up in sneakers. I still can't believe a locker was $25 for a locker for the day. That's just a-hole. That's the corporate person being an It's not working. Something's wrong. So not only was it $25, now I can't get my stuff. Okay, are you the locksmith? All right. Do I get a refund because I paid?
It's a third-party company. you contact that number that's on there? Which locker's yours?
Mine's 122.
Okay, do you have a stub on it? The paper or anything? You gotta make sure we're opening up the right locker.
Yeah, I'll tell you what's in it.
Yeah, I'll tell you what's in there. There's a big Cabela's duffel bag, charger for Hottronics in the bag, a hat with a maple leaf on the hat.
Big Cabela's bag.
That's me.
All right, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah.
How can I get a refund?
There's a contact number over there. Yeah, I don't have to hold.
Is there information there?
Oh, there's one right here. 2020.
Oh, okay. I'm not gonna let those f***ers get away with it. Do I know where I'm going right now? Not exactly. I have a general idea. But I'm not gonna let those fuckers get away with that freaking storage. $25 and I couldn't get my out when I wanted it. Bastards. I wasn't worried about being overbundled when I got bundled up this morning because it was like 0 degrees. It's feeling a little warmer now. A lot warmer.
Is Utah not as high of elevation?
I don't know. Good question.
Maybe not quite.
What are we at here? 12 something or 13?
I think the top's around 12.
Yeah. I think it's similar there.
Just be careful. You see that rock there?
Yeah.
That's like a small cliff, so.
Okay.
Just stay to the left a little bit.
Yeah.
Is this powder great though?
Yeah. Looking kind of thin here. Needless to say, this is my last run. Perhaps the last run should have been the last run. But anyway, no more after this one. I'm beat. Good day at Copper Mountain. Good day at Copper Mountain. It's like the Louvre. It's like one of those places that's too big for one day. You know what I mean. The Louvre, the Metropolitan, Copper, Steamboat. Too big for one day. But I skied with Evan again. Evan, formerly of Indiana, now of Golden, Colorado. I texted him yesterday and he was coming up here anyway, so I took some turns with him. He knew where to go. It's always good to ski with someone who knows the mountain, knows where to go. And I've been very fortunate for most of my mild adventure this year to ski with the locals, people that know where the good stuff is.
During our normal business hours of Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Otherwise, please hold and your call will be answered momentarily.
Okay, and it failed miserably. More than a dozen people at Copper Mountain Resort in Colorado were inconvenienced and delayed because there was a malfunction with your system.
I was using one of your lockers today and failed. A lot of people were inconvenienced and delayed because of the trouble with
Yes, there was a problem. Yes, the system was locked up. Your touch screen was glitchy. I don't know, 3:30 approximately. I could get you a specific time. I'm sure I'm not the only one. I'm guessing the resort is going to be in touch with you. But I paid $25 for something, and my departure was delayed because I couldn't get my stuff. So I would like to be refunded the money that I spent on your system that didn't work properly.
You just want a refund, correct?
Yes, I want a refund, yes.
Great. Allow me to gather some brief information to have someone return your call. One moment. I see that you have to give us a call back during business hours, and we will take care of it for you. We apologize for any inconvenience this may have caused you. Our normal business hours are Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Time.
Okay, I will call back. Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Have a great day.
You too. And you. Anyway, let's see how that pans out later during business hours. Well, I'm in Leadville, Colorado. I've been here just for a few minutes and I'm ready to relocate. Plan B is spend the winter or the rest of my days in Leadville, Colorado. It might be my next home. Sure beats the heck out of South Bend. Really? Oh, hands down, Leadville. Chatted with a fellow named Norman today who lives in West Virginia but skis 4 months in the West. And Norman, more or less a contemporary of mine, he also sleeps in his minivan. But he's smart enough he's got a heating system that kind of makes sense. It's what I have been on the verge of doing, but I haven't done it yet. And that is to get an inverter. Battery and an inverter. I'm okay with the sleeping part when it's super cold. It's just, when you get up in the morning and it's 0 degrees outside your sleeping bag. Maybe I'm too old for that. But the thing is, one can rough it for so long, and then eventually one says, F it, I need a motel.